As Halloween approaches, it is time to gather close and whisper about the spirits that might still walk among us.
Tampa Bay has no shortage of haunted dwellings, and our next guest provides a roadmap to these visions of the past in her series of books about Tampa Bay's ghostly haunts. We have Deborah Feather this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. You look amazing. You and I match.
I know, but we just need the orange pumpkin.
I know. We should totally date. Look at us. We look good. So I want to ask you, of all these amazing books here, why is this region, Tampa Bay, it seems especially haunted?
Well, there's a very good reason for it, which I covered initially in Haunted Tampa. And part of the reason is that this was an ancient area for the Tocobaga Native Americans. And they had these beautiful burial mounds. And one of them was right in the middle of where downtown Tampa is now, right where Likes Park is, and the police station, and right in there, all of that was this ancient burial mound. And in the very early days of the city of Tampa, they had these muddy roads, and they needed to do something to keep the horses and the wagons moving. So they took all the bones and the shells and everything from these mounds, and they put them in the street. Now, of course, eventually they paved over them, and then came the cobblestones, and then more paving. And so you could say that those bones are still the basis of Tampa, a city truly built on bones.
Oh, lovely. That
City
makes
of
me
Bones.
so warm and toasty.
It's our new tourism motto. Enjoy the City of Bones.
Visit Florida.
You know what? That's like the plot from Poltergeist.
It is to a certain degree, yes.
Yeah, they built it on the
burial mound.
Wow. Oh
so
my
you
gosh.
broke this up, though, into the three. Ybor City, we have St. Petersburg, Clearwater, and then Tampa, right?
Yes, haunted
so
Tampa.
Is one more haunted than the other?
No, I think they're pretty equally haunted.
Okay, lovely.
Sort of equal time there. My publisher actually first requested the St. Petersburg book, and so I did that, and then I pitched them on the Tampa book, and at the time they said, don't write anything about Ybor City because we have someone else working on Ybor City. By the time I finished the Tampa book, the other person had decided not to write it.
They got too scared.
I got the Ybor City book too.
Well, talk about some of the interesting stories that you can read about in here.
Well, I think there's some wonderful, wonderful places in both downtown Tampa and downtown St. Petersburg. Of course, we have our fabulous haunted hotels. We have the Hotel Florida in downtown Tampa. Wonderful haunted hotel, beautiful restoration done there. We have the wonderful Vinoy Hotel haunted in downtown
Now, when you say haunted, though, what does it mean? What does it classify to be haunted?
Well, that's a very good question, because there are several different kinds of hauntings. And one is called an intelligent haunting, and that would be the kind of thing we associate with a ghost. It is a spirit of someone who is departed. And there are intelligent hauntings all over the Bay Area. And you can almost interact with these. When they do investigations, that's what they're doing. They're interacting with an intelligent haunting. There's also things called residual hauntings, which are actually a little more than a recording of a traumatic event. You might go and you might hear footsteps walking across the floor when there's no one there. Now, there's not a ghost there to interact with, but there's this recording from this traumatic event of the past. So that's when I say haunted, a lot of different things apply, especially places like the Floridan. There are several different manifestations of hauntings in the Floridan. Same is true of the Vinoy. Same is true of the Don Cesar out on St. Pete Beach.
So when did you start kind of plugging into this and going, okay, wait a minute, we have something here, we need to jot this down?
I actually came to the Tampa Bay area 12 years ago specifically to work with ghosts.
Oh, lovely.
Wow.
I actually came down here to start ghost tours. And I came originally from Minnesota, and I came down here.
Was there not enough ghosts in Minnesota?
There's plenty of ghosts. There's too much snow and cold.
Amen.
Even the ghosts are like,
Yeah, oh, we're out of here. We're out of here.
let's go haunt Florida where it's nicer, right?
Exactly. So I specifically came down here for that reason. And people say, oh, you won't find enough. You won't find enough hauntings in the Tampa Bay area to do a ghost tour. Yeah, well, there's enough to do, right? Fill 3 books, and there's still more coming.
I live 2 blocks from the Vinoy. How haunted is that? I'm a little worried now.
The Vinoy is very haunted, but
Am I in any
Do they
danger?
travel? Yeah.
You are not in any danger.
Okay.
You are in no danger. Actually, my belief is that a ghost, and even an intelligent haunting ghost that interacts with you, I don't think they can hurt you. Now, they can scare you into doing something stupid, like, driving your bicycle into a tree.
Most people can, actually.
Yeah, well,
the living and dead can
Yes,
scare
but
me.
we're talking about all people, not just you.
I have a question. Okay, so do ghosts kind of know that it's like Halloween? Like, is this a prime haunting time of year?
Yes, and I can't explain why, but ghosts do seem to know when it's this season, when it's their season. Not that they don't haunt other times of the year, but they seem to be much more active around this time of year. And they're much more active all during the year around the time of the full moon. There was something about the moon that brings them
Hey,
out.
we're just about out of time. I want to make sure people know they can come in and hear more stories. Tell everybody you're going to be at the Tampa Theater, right?
I'm at the Tampa Theater
There it
this
is on your
evening.
screen,
Yeah,
everybody.
the 7:30 this evening, and I will be telling stories and then answering questions, and we'll have my books available for sale. And this is a fundraiser for the Tampa Theater.
That place
We
is
do
wicked
this-
haunted, too.
Oh, absolutely.
And we're going to be talking about that tomorrow as
Yes.
well with the
Yes.
paranormal
Totally haunted
investigators. Are you
there.
friends with them, the paranormal
Yeah,
investigators?
yes, absolutely,
Yeah. I'd
absolutely.
imagine so.
I know every paranormal investigator around.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I do
Good
not
people.
doubt
They're
it.
good folks. They're good folks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good job. That was
Appreciate it. Getting
great.
here tonight.